Ball be moved around the perimeter. A lot of perimeter motion for the Stratton team with those screens, hoping for a pop on a three. Walsh aggressively pressing and tips the ball away. Quickly up the floor, they'll push. England in the near corner for three, no good. And one of the Meardens, that's Jackson Mearden, can't come up with a rebound. The Stratton Eagles will take it back. Cold offense. We saw a really cold offense in our first game of the day at 8:45 between Kim and Norwood. The ball will be brought up the floor and the offense will be set up by the Stratton Eagles. Cruz driving in the lane. There's that drive and dish that Stratton runs oh so well. Near side drive, the two up, no good from Dylan Burton, but crashing the glass is Trevor Thompson. This is a big Stratton team. For their five starters, stand 6 feet or taller. It just looks small in comparison to 7-footer Malachi Jackert, as Stratton has taken a 2-0 lead, and then Malachi misses the two. And the Eagles in green will bring the ball up the floor. Top of the key, Burton with the ball. Burton handing it off. Around the top with Kyle May. May got his pocket picked by Jonathan England. He's got a fast break right to the hoop, and we're tied at 2. So we're tied with 5:10 to go here in the first quarter. Near side with the ball, Clay Corliss for Stratton, trying to dish it down low. You get that inside-outside work for the Stratton Eagles. Drive dish near side, 3 up. No good on the Stratton side. The rebound pulled down by Walsh, and Jackson Mearden will turn and push up the floor. Jonathan England will pop a 3, top of the key, no good. Jackson Mearden, nice save on the rebound, diving into the bench, and a cut near side. England missed the 3, then got his 2 blocked by Kyle May. And quickly up the floor will come the Stratton Eagles. Far side, Trevor Thompson with the ball. And drop it down into the corner. Clay Corliss going to back it back out up top. Ball moved around. Driving into the lane, Clay Corliss. Drive kick near side and a travel on Kyle May. It's 4 turnovers on Stratton with 4:12 to go here in the first quarter. We get our first substitution, Ethan Sharp, onto the floor. The Walsh Eagles will push the ball up the floor. Chase Mundell on the near side, looking down low, finds Jackson Mearden. Mearden was hoping to get it even down lower, and Malachi gets tagged with the travel. Tried the drop step and moved his pivot foot. This is Stratton's pace of game. They've slowed Walsh down into the half-court set. England might be the key, as he seems to be a good three-point shooter. We get a timeout taken by Stratton here on CHSAA.tv. If you value low prices and a variety of high-quality vehicles, then Lyman Chrysler Dodge and Jeep should be your first stop, and it'll be your last. That's because when you visit Lyman Chrysler Dodge and Jeep, your satisfaction is their biggest concern. Stop by and see them just north of Lyman on Highway 71, or get their inventory online at lymanchrysler.com. Lyman Chrysler wishing all the area teams good luck at this weekend's state tournament. Stratton Eagles will have the ball. Out of the timeout, they'll set it up with Jorge Cruz. Cruz using a screen. He'll drive in. And his 2 up and good. You saw a double screen on the near side, able to clear that free. Walsh Eagles will have the ball, setting the offense up. Anglin near side for three from Jackson Mearden. Rebound ripped down by the Stratton Eagles. Kyle May will turn and push up the floor. May trying to drive down low. Ball poked out of bounds by Walsh. Going to get a sub on here for Walsh as Jordan Jones will return into the game. He's going to replace Chase Mundell, and back onto the floor comes Weston Mearden replacing Jonathan England. Inbound pass on the far side. Stratton going to try and set their offense up. On the screens, Cruz reverses field. Far side three up, no good from Dylan Burton, and the rebound pulled down by Weston Mearden. Weston and Jackson up the floor. Jackson for three, came up short. Rebound tipped and ends up in the hands of the Walsh Eagles. Near side three, up and good. Can't give up those offensive rebounds. Weston Mearden knocks that down. Ball be pushed up the floor for the Stratton Eagles, and on the near side, the inside-outside, Clay Corliss tried to get an open three for Dylan Burton. Didn't work, so they'll reset using a screen switch. 15-foot jumper, no good. And the rebound ripped down by Jackson Mearden. Mearden will set the offense up, one of the two senior Meardens. Down low, Malachi Jackert with the two, up and good. So make it 7-4 in favor of Walsh. 1:40 to go here in the quarter, or maybe just 5-4. Says 7 on the scoreboard here in the gym. Offense will be set up near side. Cruz in the near corner. Jorge Cruz going to try and use a double high screen. Wanted to reverse it. Didn't work, but found May, who aggressively goes to the hoop. And the rebound pulled down by the Walsh Eagles. Weston Mearden will stop. Nobody picked him up. Launched a three. Didn't go, but an offensive rebound by Ethan Sharp. Jackson Mearden will have it on the near side. Give it out to Weston. Weston will step back. Try to drive, nothing there. Malachi Jackert with the two, up, no good. Rebound could not be pulled down by Stratton. Pulled down by the offensive glass by Weston Mearden. His shot no good. Jackson Mearden with the rebound. And with just 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter and a 7-4 lead, looks to me like the Walsh Eagles content to work the ball around a little bit here. They'll have the ball at the top of the key with Jordan Jones, and we get the ball poked out of bounds by Stratton. Sub on here for Walsh, as Christian Alvarez will come on. Jackson Mearden will step back. Mearden drops it down low for Malachi Jackert. His two, up and good. 7-footer is tough to contend with. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Stratton with the ball at half court in the hands of Kyle May. May to Cruz. Cruz will stop. Three, good if it goes. Does not. After 1 quarter of play, Walsh leads 9-4. Second quarter action next from the 1A State Basketball Tournament on your home on CHSAA.tv.
I'm ready to switch over to Farm Bureau Auto Insurance.
Great.
Wait, my old insurance agent is offering me a safe driver discount if I stay.
We got you down for that.
And a multi-line discount.
That too. You know, some insurance companies don't give you your discounts until you try to switch, whereas we give you all the discounts you qualify for automatically.
Awesome. Done.
Hey, hi.
Your old agent?
Yeah.
Awkward.
Real service, real people. That's Farm Bureau Insurance.
The Event Center in Loveland at the Ranch. I'm Ben Bleck on CHSAA.tv. Walsh on top of Stratton as we head to the second quarter, 9-4. Stratton got out hot early, and then saw their lead evaporate when Walsh's offense woke up. Walsh is on a 7-0 run heading into the second quarter. Stratton Eagles will set the offense up with the ball. Here in the second quarter, we get a collision. The ball went out of bounds off the Walsh Eagles. The Eagles in white on your video screen. Jorge Cruz with a three, top of the key, ends the 7-0 run and cuts the lead to 2, just underway here in the second quarter. Jackson Mearden will move the ball around the perimeter. Into the near side, Alvarez will put up a 3 of his own, and we get a foul down low trying to box out the big 7-footer. Inbound pass for the Eagles, picked up by Weston Mearden, and he'll put the 2 up and good. 5 points for him. Makes it 11-7. Steal by the Walsh Eagles as Stratton tried to push up the floor. Out in front, Weston Mearden, and the pass a little bit behind him caused him to get himself tangled up, and we get a timeout taken by Stratton. In-depth coverage of every state tournament game and every classification can be found online at coloradopreps.com. Get the quickest results and updated brackets at coloradopreps.com, inviting you to join for a full recap each night of the state tournament from 9 to 10 on the Scoreboard Show as a part of the Colorado Preps radio network. 11-7 Walsh lead, 9-2 run or 9-3 run for them, dating back to about the 4-minute mark in the first quarter. By far the slowest offensive get-go for anybody in this tournament, and I think it's just because you've got an interesting mismatch here. Stratton running such motion, Walsh likes to get up and down a little bit more, and Stratton's motion really slowing Walsh down out of the game they want to play. The Stratton Eagles will have the ball out of their timeout and facing what looks to be a 1-3-1 3/4 court trap out of Walsh. Far side, Thompson putting up a 3 for Stratton, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by the Stratton Eagles, and the Walsh Eagles will take possession. Ball pressure. Looks to me like in the backcourt maybe a little bit of a trap on Jackson Mearden, as he'll throw that one over the Stratton bench trying to break that pressure. Just a minute into the second quarter. Sub on here for the Walsh Eagles. Ethan Sharp returning to the game. First time Malachi Jackert will sit down. Stratton Eagles will bring it up the floor. Jorge Cruz will give it off to Kyle May. May putting it on the floor. He'll drop far side for Thompson. Trying to set that motion. Walsh has really changed their defense out. They're stepping out on the screens. They're going high side on the screens defensively and preventing Stratton from doing what they really want to do right now. Walsh Eagles will set it up with Jonathan Englund. Jackson Mearden on the near side with 6:15 to go in the half, driving around the top. Far side, they'll put up a 3. Walsh is settling for a lot of long shots. They need to be crashing to the hoop. That's how they've got to attack the Stratton defense, like that. In the lane, a 2 is up and good for Weston Mearden. And he got the easy 2 because he went right at the hoop. Stratton Eagles will bring it up the floor in the lane. A 2 up and good off the hands of Dylan Burton. And the Stratton Eagles make it 13-9, and we get the ball poked out of bounds by the Eagle defense, out of the hands of the Eagles, the Green Eagles and the White Eagles. Couple subs on here. Stratton Eagles bring Clay Corliss back onto the floor. Malachi Jackert back onto the floor for the Walsh Eagles. Jackson Mearden will set the offense up, hand it off to Weston. He spins, tries and feeds it back door. Nice give and go there, and then a foul whistled on Jackson Mearden as he was going for the steal. That's the second foul on Walsh. There's only been 3 fouls in this contest with 5:25 to go here in the first half. It's a far cry from any of the other guys' games we've seen today, but also I think a tribute to the style of ball that Stratton is playing right now. Ball possession every time up the floor. It's not the big physical drive to the hoop game we've seen today. Clay Corliss will get the ball near side. Dylan Burton's 3 no good. An offensive rebound chased down by Kyle English. Jorge Cruz trying to drive baseline. Nothing there, so he'll kick it back out for Kyle May. May driving to the hoop and missed his shot. Rebound pulled down by Weston Mearden. Malachi Jackert running into the lane, and that's an offensive foul. Great job stepping in there and taking it. Dylan Burton said, "You may be 7 feet, but I can still fall." And took the contact and took the charge. And gives the ball back over to Stratton. Subs on here. Cordell Burton, a freshman for Stratton, seeing the floor. As the Eagles in green will bring it up the floor. Dylan Burton going to swing it around the perimeter. Jorge Cruz using a screen, stopping, popping 3, no good. Rebound poked around and corralled by Chase Mundell, who came back into the game. Quickly up the floor, the ball will be brought. But then Walsh will be forced to settle back on good get back D by Stratton. Driving into the lane, Weston Mearden off the iron, no good. Rebound poked around, he'll come back up with his own ball, put back, up and good. Weston Mearden carving out room on that offensive glass to make it 15-9 Walsh halfway through the second quarter. Pass across the top is stolen away by Weston Mearden. He'll drive into the lane. That's a defensive foul and one, as the defender, Jorge Cruz, tried to slide in underneath Weston Mearden. 11 for Weston Mearden. His team has 17. This night session must be deemed as who can take over the game. And Ronaldo had 28 for the Merino Lady Rams in our first one. Gilpin County got 19 out of one of their players, too. 3-point play converted and doubling up. Stratton are the Walsh Eagles, 18-9. Dylan Burton will bring the ball past half court. Burton with the cross. He'll try and drive. 2 up, no good. A rebound ripped down by Walsh, and Jackson Mearden will turn and push the floor. Jackson driving into the lane. Had the attack there, backed out instead, found a 3 from Weston Mearden. And the rebound careened long. You have the attack, take it at this point in the game. There's not a lot of fouls, not a lot of whistles that are going to be blown, so be physical. Ball moved around onto the near side. Kyle May. He'll find Dylan Burton. His 3 is blocked by Malachi Jackert, but he gets his own rebound on the 3. 1 3 with a 7-footer in front of him. Another 3, nobody within 7 feet of it. 18-12. 2:40 to go here in the first half. Walsh with the ball. Chase Mundell. He'll try and feed it down low, and we end up with a Stratton player playing twister on the floor with Malachi Jackert's legs. And the foul called on Malachi. It's his second foul. He'll take a seat. Jorge Cruz will bring it up the floor. and set the offense up. Cruz crossing, trying to drive. He'll step, drop near side. Baseline drive, ball thrown away right into the hands of Walsh. Jordan Jones, who came up with the loose ball. Ball pushed back out up top. Moved around, passed down low, nearly stolen by Stratton. Walsh, having seen this team in the semifinals last year, and I've not seen them this year, but they never really stood still as much as they're standing still tonight. A lot of standing around looking at each other. I know this team can get up and down the floor. All the fans in Southeast Colorado I've talked to have told me that. Got to give credit to Stratton defensively for doing that, but even in the half-court set, Walsh should be able to be a little more aggressive. Like to see that change at halftime. Cruz with the ball top of the key for Stratton, down by 6. 100 seconds to go here in the half. Dylan Burton has nowhere to go. He'll set a screen for Clay Corliss, who brings it out up top and lets Trevor Thompson reset. Burton will spin and kick out far side for Kyle May. May driving all the way to the hoop, came up short on his rebound. The Walsh Eagles save it out of bounds off the Stratton Eagles. Great play by Christian Alvarez, the sophomore. Threw it behind his back and off the shoulder of a Stratton Eagle. Sub on here for Walsh. Ethan Sharp will return to the game. Weston Mearden will push it up the floor, and he pushed it too hard for Ethan Sharp to come up with it. Sharp turned left when he should have gone right. That's now 11 turnovers for Walsh. Stratton will walk it up the floor. Kyle May, with under a minute to go in the half, can close this to a one-possession game with a 3. Drive kick far side. Corliss 3 did just that. Clay Corliss left wide open. The closeout came too late and able to bury the 3, cut the lead to 3, and then we get a foul as Walsh tries to push the tempo up the floor. Ryan Rehnquist, the Walsh Eagles head man, going to send 2 of his starters back on, Jackson Mearden and Malachi Jackert. I believe both in foul trouble. Going to chance it for the final 40 seconds of this half. Neither picks up an offensive foul. Weston Mearden drove into the lane. Did they get the defensive foul? The officials are going to call the defensive foul. And that will send Weston Mearden to the line. Stratton Eagles will make a sub here with Kyle English. This is a freshman that I don't think saw a second of play in the regional round last weekend. And he's probably going to put together 4 or 5 minutes here in the first half, concluding off this quarter. And there's not a ton of foul trouble on the Stratton side. Obviously, head coach Kyle Bancroft showing some faith in his freshmen. Dylan Burton will set the offense up for Stratton. 25 seconds left. I can tell you what they're doing here. They're waiting for the clock before they'll take a shot. Trevor Thompson on the near side, pressured. Ball kicked inside, then back outside. And this is your classic 4 corners. Burton driving into the lane, off the window, hoop and harm. Dylan Burton, the senior, can get his team within 2 if he buries his free throw with 5.5 seconds left on the and one. Weston Mearden picks up the foul. Is that 2 on him? So both Meardens and Malachi Jackert have 2 fouls now. And 1 free throw doesn't know. Rebound pulled down, and at half court the heave up. Good if it goes. No good from Weston Mearden. So at half, it is 20-17 in favor of Walsh. But we got a tempo controlling game on our hands. Halftime coming up on CHSAA.tv.
Be an actor, writer, or scientist. With small class sizes and caring faculty, your great story begins here. Adams State College offers state-of-the-art classrooms and an adventure program that rocks your world. Our affordable tuition and close campus community enriches the lives of a diversity of students.
Helping you, inspiring you to be your very best. Adams State College. Great stories begin here.
He wasn't looking for a roommate, not even a four-legged one. But good things have a way of turning up. Wasn't long till they realized how much they relied on each other. There's power in a great relationship. That's why we take time to get to know each of our customers personally. Like Henry and Chance. Those relationships are the strength of our community bank. And that's the way banking should be.
Thanks for meeting me here.
No problem. You know, Farm Bureau Insurance has local agents making this kind of thing real easy.
Well, your auto insurance has saved me a lot on old Becky here.
That's great. And since our headquarters are local, we'll be here for old Becky for a long time.
Harold, your dog swallowed the remote again.
Who's that?
Older Becky.
Oh. Ugh.
Real service, real people. That's Farm Bureau Insurance.
I'm ready to switch over to Farm Bureau Auto Insurance.
Great.
Wait, my old insurance agent is offering me a safe driver discount if I stay.
We got you down for that.
And a multi-line discount.
That too. You know, some insurance companies don't give you your discounts until you try to switch, whereas we give you all the discounts you qualify for automatically.
Awesome. Done.
Hey, hi.
Your old agent?
Yeah.
Awkward.
Real service, real people. That's Farm Bureau Insurance.
He wasn't looking for a roommate, not even a four-legged one. But good things have a way of turning up. Wasn't long till they realized how much they relied on each other. There's power in a great relationship. That's why we take time to get to know each of our customers personally. Like Henry and Chance. Those relationships are the strength of our community bank. And that's the way banking should be.
Thanks for meeting me here.
No problem. You know, Farm Bureau Insurance has local agents making this kind of thing real easy.
Well, your auto insurance has saved me a lot on old Becky here.
That's great. And since our headquarters are local, we'll be here for old Becky for a long time.
Harold, your dog swallowed the remote again.
Who's that?
Older Becky.
Oh. Ugh.
Real service, real people. That's Farm Bureau Insurance.
Be an actor, writer, or scientist. With small class sizes and caring faculty, your great story begins here. Adams State College offers state-of-the-art classrooms and an adventure program that rocks your world. Our affordable tuition and close campus community enriches the lives of a diversity of students.
Helping you, inspiring you to be your very best. Adams State College. Great stories begin.
I'm ready to switch over to Farm Bureau Auto Insurance.
Great.
Wait, my old insurance agent is offering me a safe driver discount if I stay.
We got you down for that.
And a multi-line discount.
That too. You know, some insurance companies don't give you your discounts until you try to switch, whereas we give you all the discounts you qualify for automatically.
Awesome. Done.
Your old agent?
Yeah.
Awkward.
Real service, real people. That's Farm Bureau Insurance.
And welcome back into the event center here at the ranch in Loveland. It's halftime. And the Stratton Eagles and Walsh Eagles battling in the quarterfinal action. I'm Ben Bleckett. It is 2017. Walsh on top here at halftime. Weston Mearden has 14 points to lead the way for Walsh, but foul trouble has plagued both Mearden's and Malachi Jackert. And they each have 2 heading into the second half. Turnovers have plagued Walsh as well, 11 of those in the first half. Stratton has controlled the tempo of the game. You don't expect anybody in double figures at halftime for Stratton. Jorge Cruz with 8 points, their leader. They have turned the ball over 8 times in this second half. I talked about it a little bit as we went down towards the end of the first half. Walsh has the ability to go to the hoop. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster. They've not been doing it, and I think that Stratton's tempo that head coach Kyle Bancroft has thrown out there has really allowed the Walsh Eagles to fall back into their shells. They have to come out of their shell. If you're Stratton, you got to keep them there. I wouldn't be surprised if they even try and slow the tempo even more. That's what they did to Pawnee last week in the regional round. Was they were up at half by 1, and they came out in the second half and ground the game into a fine powder. And Pawnee, whose shooters never got going in that first half, couldn't get anything going in the second half. Walsh will come out, and they'll have their starters on the floor. Stratton will have their starters on the floor as well to get things underway here at the second half on CHSAA.tv. Colorado Farm Bureau of State Basketball on CHSAA.tv. They can handle your auto, home, and life insurance needs locally with qualified and knowledgeable agents throughout the state. Real service, real people. That's Farm Bureau Insurance. So we're set to get the second half underway. And the Walsh Eagles now moving to the right side of your video screen. We'll start with the basketball. Chase Mundell gets his shot off the mark and going for the rebound. Weston Mearden goes down hard. He's going to the bench. He signaled to his coach, I have to come out. He landed square on his back. Lucky he didn't rock his head off the floor. So their leading scorer now sitting. He'll be back relatively quickly. He's going to try and walk it off. Mundell got it off the inbound pass. On the floor, Chaz Hebert, replacing Weston. And the shot no good from Malachi Jackert, and the rebound pulled down by Stratton and Trevor Thompson. The ball be brought up the floor. And Jorge Cruz will set the offense up. Cruz, very good three-point shooter, especially when he gets set. The drop down low to Clay Corliss. He's a nice driving guard. Stratton will get a three far side from Kyle May for the tie. It goes 20-20, less than a minute into the second half. Can Cinderella pull off another upset? They aren't even supposed to be here. Jumper up from Malachi Jackart, no good. Rebound on the offensive glass, pulled down by the Walsh Eagles. The long two, no good from Hebard. And they get the offensive rebound again, this time from Jackson Mearden, who launches a three to try and take the lead back. And no good, and then you get a foul. Hebard, I believe, committing the foul. On the sideline, still being examined by the trainers, is Weston Mearden, the leading scorer, after coming down hard on the opening rebound of the second half. Ball brought up by the Stratton Eagles. Clay Corliss driving into the lane. Stratton's the one attacking. Said that Walsh needed to attack. Stratton has heeded that advice and trying to take the lead on the shot from Kyle May, but he was no good. Jackson Mearden will turn and bring it up the floor. Jackson Mearden will give it down low into the lane to Malachi Jackart, who puts the shot up and good. He's got 6 in the contest. With 6 to go, 22-20 here in the third. Walsh on top of Stratton. 1A state basketball quarterfinals. Winner moves on in action tomorrow to play the winner of the final game of the night between Caliche and Plateau Valley. On paper, everybody expecting Caliche and Walsh to rematch last year's semifinals. But as I said in the broadcast earlier today, paper's paper. It means nothing right now, except something good to scribble on while you're keeping stats in this tournament. Clay Corliss has the ball up top of the key for the Stratton Eagles. Moved around the perimeter. Back to their normal offense, those high post screens to try and free up a guard. Down low, they free up Dylan Burton. He puts it off the window and then steals the inbound pass. Cruz getting the ball underneath the bucket, got too far under and got blocked by the underside of the rim. The Walsh Eagles will turn and run the floor. In the lane, the two, up no good. Malachi Jackart, the 7-footer, down with the rebound, no good. But they get Chaz Hebard, the sophomore, who's not supposed to be on the floor, but to an injury for Weston Mearden, and he got the putback to go to put Walsh up 24-22. The Errol Cook family and the Bridal Bit Cimentals Company wishes all the best to the Walsh Eagles as they pursue the Boys State Basketball Championship. The Errol Cook family and Cimentals and Sim Angus breeding bulls are sold exclusively at the Private Treaty, relying heavily on word of mouth and reputation for promotion. Best of luck to the Eagles from the Errol Cook family and Bridal Bit Cimentals. The Walsh School District also wishes the best of luck to the Eagles as they compete this week, and they're proud of the student athletes that will represent the Walsh community this weekend. Best of luck for a great tournament from the Walsh Schools, administrator, faculty, and students. Congratulations on a fine season and good luck this weekend. Sementals, I apologize. I don't read hyphenated words very well. That's why we have Kerry Sherman along. He knows the words we're looking at. Kyle May with the ball. He'll feed it to Jorge Cruz down amongst the trees. Kick out far side three, no good. And you get a foul. Back onto the floor at that timeout for Walsh came Weston Mearden. Jorge Cruz just picked up his second foul. Jackson Mearden bringing the ball up the floor for Walsh. Baseball pass out in front. It was turned over, but they got an offensive foul as Dylan Burton stepped up. This type of play remind you of a team that is red, white, and blue? Oh, yeah, just a little. High Plains Patriots and Dave Sheffield defeated Springfield earlier today. Kyle Bancroft is a Dave Sheffield protege, played for him in high school. High Plains is in the semifinals against Sierra Grande tomorrow at 5:30. Stratton Eagles will have the ball after the turnover. On the far side with it is Kyle May. Inside, outside, near side three from Clay Corliss. Cashed it in. Stratton takes the lead for the first time in this game with 4:35 to go in the third, 25-24. Then a missed shot by Malachi Jacker. It's rebounded by Clay Corliss, and he'll turn and push the floor. Trevor Thompson going to slow the pace down. Jorge Cruz trying to drop it down low. Does. They slowed the pace just enough to allow Dylan Burton to sneak in behind the Walsh defense, who took a breath for a second, and able to get the layup and grow the lead to 3. Far corner with the ball for the Walsh Eagles is Chase Mundell. Mundell feeding it across the middle. His pass is tipped and picked off by the Stratton Eagles, who will again slow the pace. Near side, Dylan Burton to Jorge Cruz. May looking for a cutter. Back out up top and a drive in, and Malachi Jackert says, I'm 7 feet, I can block that shot. He even jumped too to make sure to add the extra emphasis. Nonetheless, he'll come to the bench, replaced on the floor for the Walsh Eagles by Jordan Jones. 3:43 to go here in the third. Inbound pass and an oop two up, no good from Trevor Thompson. Rebound pulled down by Weston Mearden. Alvarez dropping the ball near side. Nice baseline spin and a two, but it came up short from Weston Mearden. Stratton running out in front, goes Clay Corliss to the hoop. His layup no good. May down with the rebound, but coughed it up. And possession back over to the 2-seeded Walsh Eagles. First turnover of the half right there. As Walsh will take it back. Jackson Mearden out to Weston Mearden for three in the tie. Bang! 27-27, 3:05 to go in the third. Stratton Eagles will set the offense up with Jorge Cruz driving. Nothing baseline, so he'll step back, launch a three, no good. Rebound tipped around, and the rebound is chased down by Weston Mearden, whose right ankle just kind of gave way underneath him. That'll go down as a travel. The Stratton Eagles trying to get it in just before the 5 call. They do. Jorge Cruz has it in front of his bench on the far side, looking down low, finds a post and one opportunity for Trevor Thompson. Made the drop step on the Walsh defense. And quickly back in is going to come the 7-footer Malachi Jackert. Also back onto the floor for Walsh will come one of their starters, Jonathan England. Chase Mundell, who I believe that foul was on, will exit. Stratton Eagles go up by 3 as the free throw goes down for Trevor Thompson. 30-27. 2.5 to go here in the third. Near side three, no good off the hands of England. And an offensive rebound pulled down by Malachi Jackert, who's being told by his head coach, Ryan Rehnquist, keep the ball above your head. Everybody else needs a trampoline to get to it if you do that. And trampolines are not legal in this kind of basketball. Slam ball, yes. Walsh Eagles get the ball in to Jackson Mearden. His two no good. Malachi Jackert came down with the rebound and then got fouled. At this point, with a 7-footer out there, throw it up and let him go to the boards. Let his height to work to your advantage. Third foul whistled in the game on Dylan Burton right there. Quick in and a 3 up and no good from Jackson Mearden. Weston Mearden crashes the glass, gets the foul on the putback. Chance to tie it, and the free throw drop by Weston Mearden. Is that now 20 points in the game for him, Carey? Wow. He has 2/3 of his team points. I can do that kind of math. 20 divided by 30 is 2/3. 2:10 to go here in the third. Jorge Cruz with the ball top of the key, trying to drive and kick. Using more of a drive and kick style offense for Stratton here in this second half. You were using high screens in the first half. Far side three from Thompson, no good. Rebound cleared by Jonathan England. They give it off, and trying to bolt the floors of speedy Christian Alvarez. Alvarez drops the ball off, then gets it back. He's trying to post up down low, one of the Meardens. Long three, don't got to post up when you can drive and dish like that. Jonathan England knocks it down and gives Walsh the 33-30 lead, a 6-0 run. Jorge Cruz going to set the offense up. 75 seconds to go in the quarter. Cruz, step back, NBA three, in and out. Rebound crashed for by Kyle English. Got fouled on the putback. So the freshman, who, if I remember right, didn't see any minutes in either game last weekend, has an opportunity for some points here. First free throw up and no good. Eagles play Chinese fire drill on the line. I think everybody moved positions. And English will try and cut this down to a 2-point game. He does not. Bricks his free throw, but the rebound goes off the hand of Weston Mearden, then his knee, and then careens out of bounds. Like Keystone Cops with the basketball there for a little bit. Every little mistake is magnified in a game like this. For a three far side, the Stratton Eagles miss it, and the rebound tipped around and corralled by Weston Mearden. Weston will bring it up the floor. He'll drive into the lane, kickoff near side, long two, up good, and then we get a foul off ball on Walsh, so wave the shot off. The shot was already off when the foul happened, I thought, but then again, I am wearing a yellow shirt, not a striped shirt, so we will trust the officials. That's what head coach Ryan Rehnquist is arguing here as well. That is the fourth foul on Weston Mearden, who has 20 of his team's 33 points and 12 rebounds. Ryan Rehnquist not happy. I've seen several times this year where a loose ball foul is called bucket good and then foul the other way. That was not the case there. These are the best in the state that are reffing these games, so they have a good understanding of the rules. Cruz for a three, in and out. Malachi Jackert's going to have to take over on the boards now, and he does right there, coming down with the rebound. Jackson Mearden will have to take over some of the offense as he'll set it up. 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Down low, a layup up and good from Christian Alvarez to make it 35-30. 10 seconds in the third. Jorge Cruz will bring it up the floor. Cruz will drive into the lane, and he got fouled. And they got Jordan Jones, much to the dismay of the Walsh fans. That is the 7th-team foul on Walsh. So Jorge Cruz with 5.4 seconds to go in the third will go to the free throw line. Front end of the 1-and-1 up and good for Jorge Cruz. Can make it a one-possession game heading to the fourth quarter. The second free throw will not go. Rebound pulled down, and up the floor will come the Walsh Eagles. Near side, ball kicked into the corner three off the side of the backboard, ends the quarter. 35-31 Walsh as we head to the fourth on CHSAA.tv.
Thanks for meeting me here.
No problem. You know, Farm Bureau Insurance has local agents making this kind of thing real easy.
Well, your auto insurance has saved me a lot on old Becky here.
That's great. And since our headquarters are local, we'll be here for old Becky for a long time.
Harold, your dog swallowed the remote again.
Who's that?
Older Becky.
Oh. Ugh.
Real service, real people. That's Farm Bureau Insurance.
On paper, they're not supposed to be in this. They are. On paper, Walsh is supposed to beat him by about 30. Walsh only up on Stratton by 4 as we head to the fourth quarter here at the Event Center at the Ranch in Loveland, 1A state quarterfinal action. If you value low prices and a variety of high-quality vehicles, Lyman Chrysler Dodge and Jeep should be your first stop, and it'll be your last, because when you visit Lyman Chrysler Dodge and Jeep, your satisfaction is their biggest concern. Stop by and see them just north of Lyman on Highway 71 and check their inventory out online at lymanchrysler.com. Lyman Chrysler wishing the area teams best of luck this postseason. The Stratton Eagles starting down by 4 with the ball, can't get the shot to go, and the rebound pulled down by Jackson Mearden. Weston Mearden, who has a double-double, is sitting on the bench with 4 fouls. For Walsh, quick drive into the lane, a finger roll, no good. Rebound tipped around and came the way of Stratton. That's how you box out a 7-footer. Up the floor, Jorge Cruz will walk the ball. Cruz, and a step up, looking for cutters through the lane. High screen and looking for a drop, nothing there. Cruz looking for the drive, nothing. So they'll back it out near side for Clay Corliss, who finds the defense napping. Nobody cut that time. The ball handler said, I'll take it, and went right to the hoop. 35-33, 6:55 to go here in the fourth. Near side 2, no good. Offensive rebound pulled down and put back by Chase Mundell. And Mundell throws that lead back out to 4. Kyle May gonna set the offense up. Ball ends up in the post, and Malachi Jackert on the help side with the deflection and the rebound. Driving up the floor, Jackson Mearden, he's gonna get hammered in the lane. Will shoot free throws the rest of the way with 6:24 to go in this one. As 7 free throws on Walsh, 6 on Stratton. First free throw didn't go for Jackson Mearden. He has no points, does Jackson Mearden. There's his first. Jackson got to get involved on the offense, especially with Weston on the bench. Jorge Cruz going to find a cutter down low. Would have been best to go right up to it as Malachi Jackert blocked the shot. Loose ball tipped back in play by Clay Corliss. May driving right to the hoop, off the window, and going to call a foul on the shot. Chase Mundell tagged with the foul. That's his second. The initial catch down there by Clay Corliss, he had Malachi Jackert beat, and he turned back into him. If you have a 7-footer beat, go right to the hoop. I know Stratton's trying to slow it down, and that may be a time where this style of ball is a little bit of a detriment. You have a 7-footer down there, they can alter the shots. 1 of 2 free throws down makes it a 4-point lead for Walsh. And the offense will be set up top of the key by Jonathan England. Scoreless still, and now a turnover by Jackson Mearden and a 2-on-1. Cruz shoveling it near side. Mays layup up and good. Jackson Mearden will bring it up the floor. He'll high toss into the far corner for England. Isoing on the far side for Jackson Mearden, and he draws the foul. Nice baseline drive. When your offense isn't dropping, you just got to keep going. And I say it all the time, whether I'm covering high school or junior college basketball, best percentage of shot at the hoop. Jackson Mearden still hasn't made a field goal, but he gets his second point of the game thanks to that drive. Able to knock down the second as well, make this a 40-36 affair with 5:20 to go here in the fourth frame. Winner moves on to play the winner of the 8:30 game tonight between Caliche and Plateau Valley. Spin kick, far corner, and the long three up and good for Kyle May. May cuts the lead to 1, and then Walsh nearly throws it away. Good job corralling by Jackson Mearden. He'll drive in the lane, kick it off. Malachi Jackert, a bowled over Clay Corliss. Showed fear of Malachi Jackert on the offensive end, showed no fear on the defensive end there, and took the charge. Might need some ice for that, huh? Malachi will exit. Is that his fourth? It's his third. He picked up 2 in the first half. Good job of staying out of foul trouble here in the second half. Kyle May will walk the ball up the floor for the Stratton Eagles. May going to drive into the lane, kick near corner, and the three, no good. That's what Stratton did successfully in the first half. Drive and dish, drive and dish, drive and dish. Jackson Mearden with the ball on the near side, out up top. Jonathan England. England drive and dish. Timeout taken by Ryan Rehnquist as the lead goes to 42-40, or 42-39. They put the points on the wrong side on the board, maybe, or are we wrong on our CHSAA.TV? It's got to be one or the other. Nonetheless, they give us an opportunity to tell you once again about the Errol Cook Cementals. Errol Cook family and Bridal Bit Cementals Company wishes all the best to the Walsh Eagles. They're pursuing their boys basketball state championship this weekend. The Errol Cook family and Cementals, as well as Sim Angus breeding bulls, are sold exclusively at Private Treaty and rely heavily on word of mouth and reputation for promotion. Best of luck to the Eagles from the Errol Cook family and Bridal Bit Cementals. We've got what we have is 42-39. What the scoreboard in the arena has is 42-40. Could play a factor if this stays close. Stratton Eagles facing Walsh pressure. It's the first time Walsh has dialed up full court pressure in this game. Kyle May broke that pressure, just bringing it up the floor and keeping his dribble. He'll set the offense. Dylan Burton jacks up a three, no good. Jackson Mearden down with the rebound. Ball moved around onto the far perimeter. The two up, no good from Christian Alvarez. I know Walsh wants to be aggressive, but that was too aggressive that time. As May will walk it up the floor. Cruz nearly gets his pocket picked. Out up top by Alvarez. Waves the screen off. With 3.5 to go here in the fourth. Far side three, cashed it in. On the scoreboard, that makes it 43-42. On ours, it's 42-42. Either way, it's a close affair. Jackson Mearden bringing the ball up the floor. Neither coach is protesting the in-gym scoreboard, and a three up and good by Jonathan England. Jonathan England burying that triple and gives the lead back over to Walsh. Kyle May using a screen across the top and got bodied on the defensive switch. Malachi Jackert will come back onto the floor. Weston Mearden with 4 fouls came back on at the timeout for Walsh. As Kyle May sinks first free throw. Second free throw not going. Good job getting in there by Chase Mundell to come down with the rebound. Walsh Eagles trying to post up Jackson Mearden, who's been cold tonight. Weston Mearden, who has been hot. Well, high float down low for Jackson Mearden, and he gets mugged by Jorge Cruz. His great pump fake got Cruz in the air, and that's Cruz's 4th foul. Cruz had nowhere to come down but on the back of Jackson Mearden. Second free throw goes. Make it a 3-point lead on the scoreboard here in the gym for Walsh. It's one everybody's looking at and playing off of, even though by our calculations it's off by a point. Near side 3 up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Thompson, and Thompson got it to go home. Thompson burying that 2. But then the near side 3 given up as Stratton's D did not get back, and we get a foul. No, we got a timeout on Walsh before the foul. We'll go with what's on the scoreboard for now. 47-46. With 2:08 to go. Still have 2 more contests to go tonight. This was not one on paper we expected to be this good. But with what Stratton has done, they have given themselves an opportunity to be in this game. Walsh with 2 left, timeout-wise. Stratton with 3. Jackson Mearden putting a 2 up off of the inbound. Made 1 move right to the hoop. That's his first field goal of the game with under 2 to go. As Stratton tries to set it up, Jackson Mearden comes up with a steal. Walsh Eagles going to stand around with the ball. We're in bonus, so you can foul and extend this game if you're Stratton. Baseline drive, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Stratton Eagles. Scoreboard in the gym says 49-46. We get a timeout taken by Stratton. They've not changed it. They've had enough opportunities, so we'll go with 49-46. We had 49-45. Wouldn't give them 1 more here. We must have missed something on our end because the scorekeepers have had probably 4 timeouts to make the change. Two timeouts left for either team here in regulation. Pawnee and Wiley, our next game. That's a 4-5 matchup on the girls' side, and if it's anything like the 4-5 matchup on the guys' side, it's going to be a good one. That was a 63-60 victory for High Plains over Springfield. High Plains and Sierra Grande in the semifinal. The winner of this will join Caliche and Plateau Valley in the other semifinal. 1A State basketball here at the Ranch in Loveland. Nice facility. Said it before and I'll say it again. I hope this is the permanent home of the 1A tournament. We've been the nomad stepchildren over the last decades. Stratton Eagles will have the ball out of the timeout. Jorge Cruz. He's the one you want taking a three the way he shot today. He's Mr. Big Shot, always coming through in his high school basketball career in the clutch. He will find a nice pass far side to Dylan Burton. Comes up with a big shot and cuts the lead down to one with under a minute to go. 49-48. Walsh with the lead, and the shot no good. Stratton can take the lead, and a timeout taken by Kyle Bancroft. With 48 seconds left, it's a Bancroft, so you could hold for a final shot and pull off the upset. They were the Cinderella last week in the district tournament. The Deer Trail Eagles were supposed to just put a whooping to them in the semifinal round. Close game, Stratton won. Pawnee was supposed to turn around and say, okay, you won your one game, put a whooping to him. Turned around, got the win. Walsh, supposed to put a whooping to him. They've stuck in this game for 31 minutes with under a minute to go in this one. 48 seconds left. The Stratton Eagles will have the ball. You don't need a three, although percentage-wise, with a 7-footer not in the game, maybe you do go to the hoop. Malachi Jackert, the 7-footer, has altered a lot of shots in this game for Walsh, but he's not on the floor. Both Meardens, Christian Alvarez, Jonathan England, and Chase Mendel on the floor for the Walsh Eagles. For the Stratton Eagles, you will have Jorge Cruz, Dylan Burton, Clay Corliss, Kyle May, and Trevor Thompson. 47.5 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. May will set the offense with Jorge Cruz. Stratton content to move it around the perimeter. Looking for a high screen and a pick and pop, I think. 25 seconds to go. Motion, follow through to the hoop, off the window, good. The Stratton Eagles take the lead with Dylan Burton. Jackson Mearden past half court, 15 seconds left. Timeout taken by Walsh. 50-49, Stratton with the lead. This is what state basketball is all about. If you're Walsh, Weston Mearden is your best offensive option. I don't think you'll hold for a final shot, a one and done. You got to give yourself an opportunity to crash the glass because Walsh has controlled the glass in this contest. They made a substitution. Malachi Jackert came back in. He is a great rebounder, obviously 7 feet, but he's gotten great position as well and able to tip balls back in. If you're Walsh, we've definitely not seen their offense at their best in this game. I say Weston Mearden because he's got 19 points in the contest. Would be your first option. Jackson has gotten hot here in the fourth quarter, especially the closer he gets to the hoop. Wouldn't surprise me if you see maybe a give and go for an 8-10-foot jumper out of Walsh with about 3 seconds left and fight for the rebound. Stratton will see if they can pull off the upset. Up 50-49 with 13.2 seconds left. The Walsh Eagles will inbound. Jonathan England gets it in to Weston Mearden. Backdoor Jackson Mearden, and he gets tackled by Kyle May. And we'll have free throws with 10.5 left. That, however, is just 1-and-1 free throws as it was not on the shot. Jackson Mearden's done it at the line in this game. 5 for 6 from the free throw line. First is good. He ties it at 50. Defensively, Walsh will bring Christian Alvarez back in, quicker feet. Could we see our first overtime game of the tournament? Second free throw goes down, makes it 51-50, and a timeout taken by Stratton. They'll have to go 94 feet, the length of the floor, down by 1 with 10.5 seconds left. We've had 9 lead changes in this contest. Stratton's hoping for number 10 with a potential buzzer beater. You bring it up the floor, and you want the ball probably being handled. We've seen a lot of Kyle May handling the ball here in the second half. Jorge Cruz is probably the one you want handling a shot from downtown. And if you're Stratton, go to the glass. Same situation that Walsh was in. You don't want to hold until 2 seconds to take a shot. And if the shot doesn't go, you've got to get it up the floor. Stratton's out of timeout, so they've got to get it in first, then up the floor, and Walsh will dial up the pressure. Pass on the inbound will come from Trevor Thompson. Walsh brought Jordan Jones onto the floor as well. Inbound pass goes into Dylan Burton. Burton will run it up the floor. He'll cross. 5 seconds to go. Far side Thompson driving down low, kicking. 3 for the win is short. And Walsh escapes from the Stratton Eagles upset bid, 51-50. Good look by Clay Corliss. Came up short. The Walsh Eagles will walk away with an escape. There's no doubt about that. They escaped from this contest as Stratton controlled the tempo. Stratton controlled Jackson Mearden. Stratton negated Malachi Jacquard in this second half and still found a way to get it done. Great teams find a way to get it done in close games, and Walsh trying to prove their greatness by winning a gold ball this year. 51-50 our final score. Walsh will move on. They will play at 8:30 tomorrow night against the winner of our final game of the night between Caliche and Plateau Valley, and the Stratton Eagles will play at 1:15 tomorrow. 19 points in the game, the final tally for Weston Mearden. I'm Ben Blecka. The Stratton Eagles with a Walsh Eagles with a 51-50 win over the Stratton Eagles on CHSAA.tv.